Lesson 4-2 Practice Representations of Growth and Decay. Question 1. In 1990, the value of a home is $170,000. Since then, its value has increased 5% per year. Which of the following statements are true? Alright, the value of the home was $170,000. The 1 is the value of the home, and it is increased by 5% each year, so that's 1.05. And they want to know the value of the home in the year 1993. That's 3 years after 1990, so the exponent is 3. It says it's about 196,796. The value of the home as a function of time and years since 1990 t is V of t equals 170,000 times 1.05 to the exponent of t. That's what we just typed in. The value of the home will be less than 500,000 in 2020, assuming that the trend continues. 2020 would be 30 years after 1990. We'll change the exponent to 30. You can see the value of the home is $734,730, so it will be more than 500,000. Question 2. The question has 2 parts. First answer part A, then answer part B. Part A. The graph shows a wolf population which has been growing exponentially. What was the population when it was first measured? At time 0, you could see it's 100. The wolf population is 100. By what factor did the population grow the first year? All right, after 1 year, it was 120. Because it was increasing, the factor has to be greater than 1. 5/6 is not greater than 1. It has to be 6/5. Part B, which equation relates the wolf population W and the number of years since it was measured T? All right, so you can see these 3 begin with 100. That is correct. The factor is 6/5. That is correct, and the exponent is T. It's the number of years. Question 3. Here's the graph of an exponential function f. Find an equation defining f. Complete the following to explain your reasoning. The graph shows that f of 1 equals, f of 1 equals 100. And f of 2 equals 200. That means that f goes by a factor of 2. 100 times 2 is 200. When the input increases by 1. So f of 0 equals blank. Well, if it increases by 2, 50 times 2 is 100, so have to be 50. Since 2 times 50 equals 100, this means f is defined by the equation f of x equals 50 times 2 to the x power. Question 4. The equation f of t equals 24,500 times 0.88 represents the value of a car in dollars t years after it was purchased. What do the numbers 24,500 and 0.88 mean? Complete the following to explain. 24,500 is the value of car in dollars blank it was purchased. That would be year 0, so the time it was purchased, when it was purchased. The factor 0.88 is the factor by which the value changes this year. In this case, each year it is losing blank of its value. 100 minus 88 is 12%. Or it's retaining 88% of its value. What does f of 9 mean? The value of the car 9 years after it was purchased. 2 years after it was purchased. True or false? The graph below represents the function f and correctly shows f of 0, f of 1, and f of 2. All right, 24,500 times a factor of 0.88. And after year 1, it should have been 21,560. After year 2, it should be $18,972.80. Question 5. The first two terms of an exponential sequence are 18 and 6. What are the next three terms of this sequence? Well, 18 divided by 3 is 6, or multiplied by 1/3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 divided by 3 is 2/3, and 2/3 divided by 3 is 2/9. Question 6. A bacteria population has been doubling each day for the last 5 days. It currently has 100,000. What was the bacterial population 5 days ago? All right, so it has 100,000. It is doubling. That means the factor is 2. And 5 days ago means the exponent would be negative. Shift 6, negative 5. And you can see it's 3,125. Last question. Select all expressions that are equivalent to 27 to the 1/3 power. 27 to the 1/3 power is the same as the cube root of 27. So that one is equivalent. The cube root of 27 is 3. So if we type in 27 to the 1/3 power, you can see it's 3. The cube root, that's CBRT, cube root of 27 is also 3. 3 is also equivalent. The square root of 27 cannot be equivalent. 9 cannot be equivalent to 3. The cube root of 3 cubed. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, so that should be equivalent. Again, cube root is CBRT of 3 to the 3rd power. You can see that is also equivalent. And then 1/27 is not equivalent to 3, and 1/27 to the 3rd power is not equivalent to 3.